Welcome to another episode of Middle Ground with JLE, L.L.C, where we treat you like family. That's the theme song, Detroit Love, off my first album, The JLE Experience. I own the rights to music, so don't mute nothing Facebook. Have another great guest for you today. Have one of my family on here from Wayne, fellow alum, Office Services Clerk Senior, Barbara Hale. Welcome to the show.
Oh, it is such a pleasure to be here. And I want you to know I have now moved up to being a secretary. I'm moved on up in the world. Trio Upward Bound has given me an opportunity to further display my ability to be a good secretary.
Oh, so you got a different title compared to this one? That's on LinkedIn?
Yeah, as I indicated, I'm a secretary now where I was office
Oh,
services
okay.
clerk senior. Yeah, I moved up. Yeah. So yeah,
Are you a
that was
one,
as of
two, three?
a sec three.
Okay. Okay, big time.
Did,
Congratulations.
did you get me? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Very much. So
So the first question, what led you
mhm,
to this path?
it is okay. What led me? Well, it's been a strange journey because I've altered the we say it's forks in the road. So I've had several
Hmm.
forks in the road. I started out with the intent actually to um to get a doctorate in ministry.
Okay.
But unfortunately, what happened as I was going through the ministerial studies program at Wayne County Community, they closed the program out. So what did that mean? That meant I had to sit back and figure out what was going to be my next move. And because ministry is includes social work.
Okay.
Okay, so I saw myself as a social worker because actually that has been my life. Okay, I just didn't have the methodology to go along with the practical knowledge.
Okay.
So that's what really steered me in the direction of taking social work as my major in school.
Okay. And yeah, I remember we
So
both grinding at the same time, and I was working there.
yes, it was, and the thing is, when you're dealing with trying to work, take care of a home, and then
Yeah.
trying to do school, and excuse me, and then especially trying to excel at the same time in all areas, being your
Hmm.
best you, because God only expects the best. So I tried to strive for that in every facet of my life. So it was a struggle, but it was well worth it. Um, I met so many
Hmm.
wonderful people. I had an opportunity to do a lot of things that I probably never would have done had I not gone this route.
Okay.
And I just thank God for staying with me and leading me, and that He gave me the foreknowledge to follow Him because He opened
Okay.
the door, and I just followed His path.
Okay. We have good friend Regina. Good evening, Barbara and Jeff. Appreciate you tuning in, everybody. So, what are responsibilities for your new position?
Okay, currently, as far as looking at from the social work perspective, well, as you know, I did several field placement
Hmm.
sets at one being at the Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries. Um, and thanks be to God because I was actually able to share with the people, which was residential, because
Okay.
my focus has been in substance use disorder.
Okay.
There's such a need to be available to help the people where they are to move on in their life the way they see um, the pathway is set for them. Because with that, with being in substance use and having a need for someone to help support you as you
Hmm.
make the determination of where you want to go with it. Because the idea, as I go through the master's program, is the focus more is on harm reduction. So everyone will
Okay.
not be able to totally uh, um, no longer be able to be involved in drugs or whatever drug of choice they have. But at least if they're able to step back, allow themselves to not be as
Hmm.
involved as they have been in the past, even that is a plus. So that's my focus because as a social worker, the idea is to meet the person where they are, not not my will, but say, but thy will. So God's
Hmm.
will, what God has willed for them, not what I want for them, is what they want for themselves, and me helping them get there, arrive at that, what at that place wherever it is. So that has been a definite positive for me in my life. And then also my duties where I'm currently employed too, because we in this department we actually work with the youth, ninth to 12th graders. Wonderful
Hmm.
set of people that population to be working with. So, as a social worker, I'm able to bring to the table a perspective, a caring perspective,
Hmm.
meeting the person where they are, addressing whatever it is their need is, and being able to assist them in realizing their worth as well as being successful.
Now, is that the Secretary 3 the highest in that field at Wayne State? If someone wanted to go for that?
No, no, it isn't. It isn't. I think it goes up to like 6 or 7.
Oh wow. Okay. Didn't know.
Yeah, they're yeah. It all depends on um where the person is positioned. What who you're working, what department you're working for. Are you working at the senior management level, or what level you're as far as who you're supporting? So I am the secretary for the um the director of the Trio Upward Bound program. So I'm his secretary. So I support him and the
Oh, you
staff
support
there.
them. Okay.
Hmm. So
Okay.
that makes
Now.
it that means I'm responsible for all the day to day as far as the office is concerned. Preparing, seeing after the needs of the employees, making sure all the payments are made for different events that they host throughout the semester,
Hmm.
and also being a liaison for all the various entities that are engaging with the department.
Okay. Oh, you got something going in the background?
Beg pardon?
You got something going in the background, or TV or something?
Okay, you can hear it, honey. Could you lower that a little bit? Excuse me. Yes.
No problem. Okay. Now you was lucky to get your degree before the pandemic hit, which is awesome. And I didn't know that you've been in the game for a while working on it. How did that
Yes.
impact your journey so far to stick with it and get it?
Oh, you know what? Now that had for me that had been a major problem, dealing with the COVID situation, because I don't really do well with online classes.
Okay.
I found that over time that that's not you know it just didn't work well for me. So
Hmm.
then with things going in my home life and everything, it kind of put me back. So
Okay.
I was at a point where I really was at a point where I just couldn't seem to function, properly like I should. So
Okay.
it's not that the work was hard in the classroom. It's just that I just couldn't seem to get my mind. I wasn't at peace, and so it made it difficult to perform in the classes. So, but now I feel much better. And then, unfortunately, last year, the department that I had previously been working with, they actually folded. So I was in the midst of, and I was the person responsible for closing them out, as well as working with the new job as well. So that must have been a bit much.
Yeah.
But thanks be to God, I was able to overcome that. And at this point, hey, things are running very well. I've also been doing. I was in an opioid program where I was a fellow.
Okay.
So I was paid $5,000 for one semester to provide social work services to a special group of people. So
Okay.
that went very well. I was well received. I loved it, and I find that that might be a place where I may go after I get my master's. I could go now because they wanted me to join their services, but I wanted to complete my master's if at all possible. And God has made the way.
Okay.
And looking at the journey, I do want to say that oftentimes there are many pitfalls that are put in our way, but it's about
Mhm.
being strong enough to persevere, know what it is you want to do, and then just keep forging forward. Because what it said, nothing beats a failure but a try. So if you fail today, tomorrow is the new. If you allowed another day, you have another opportunity. And I found that that really is definitely true. Um, I was able to, because I was terminated from my social work master's program, but I was able to show them because you have to submit a plea, a
Okay.
paper letting them know to explain your circumstances and um, what caused you to be terminated, and then also what do you see going forward that will allow you to be successful to complete the course. So
Okay.
the dean of the school, she applauded me because she said I just haven't read a paper such as yours. She said you stated your claim, you provided your evidence. She said, and I
Hmm.
definitely. She said there's no way that we could not allow you to be reinstated. So I have two more classes, and I will be a master's level social worker.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
not only is it awesome, I just am so thankful to God because He didn't have to do it, but He did, and I am thankful.
Yeah, I remember many days talking with you where you grinding. I was doing overtime, work, half sleep, working. Like, you better go sit down for a minute. Like, I will. I can get it. Then the pandemic happened on my end. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna have a party, but we started doing a lot of mental health check-ins with the teacher, and I was like the
Hmm.
only one. Like, I don't care if the world ends. We getting this degree. We come too far.
That's see, that's what I'm
So
talking about.
get it. Like, nah, man. Hey, before you blow the planet up, hold on. Let me finish this little work here because I worked too hard. Then blow this thing up. But I need this piece of paper. I didn't put too much time in.
And you know what? I am really appreciative of your spirit because I did recognize that your theme song too when it came on. So that's one of the
Yeah,
songs. Yeah, I remember. Yes, sir.
yeah. I used
Yes,
to
sir.
check out all the songs when I first started working on the album.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, I remember. So when I heard that, I said, "Oh, look at him! I am so proud of you, man. I am so
I
proud of
appreciate
you.
that.
Excellent. Good job. Good job. Excellent. You stayed the course and you made it happen. You stayed the course. You
Yeah,
made it happen.
it's a bumpy road.
But you know
I
what?
think I'd be doing this.
But you know what? Anything worth having oftentimes does it is oftentimes a bumpy road. But it's all about how we receive it and then how we forge forward beyond what comes to us.
That's true. Now I remember you said you used to work in corporate America. Has that
Yes.
skill set been invaluable now for
Almost.
you?
Yes, I do think so. Um, because when I was in corporate America, I was in small business development, and then I was in finance, and both
Mhm.
were gave me a wealth of knowledge that I can take into whatever field of endeavor I go into relative to social work because it's such a broad field.
Mhm.
Um, Even if it's at the management level. Well, actually, my instructor, my current instructor, she wants me to really go into politics. Now, it's so funny that she brought that up because 5 years ago, my pastor had asked me about
Uh-huh.
approached me about going into politics, right? Because he said I have the right frame, I have the right mannerisms, everything that's necessary to be packaged into a well-rounded person who could speak for the people. And see, that's what social work is all about: is being an advocate for the people. And I
Mhm.
always have been an advocate for the underdog. I I, I recognize that all of us all of us have flaws, but
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make us lesser. And so it's important not to put somebody down just because they're different or they don't seem to meet your level of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all relative from my perspective.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of great political conversations.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I
Yes,
see
we
you
did.
doing it.
Yeah,
You'd be
miss
great
it.
at
Miss it too. Miss it
it. You
too.
got my vote.
Thank you so much. And and you asked that, it was a good question to ask too about the corporate American situation, because it's amazing how God molds us and how He puts us in places throughout our life, not knowing what the path may be that He's forging for us. Because then I was like, in the corporate world, I was really like the executive secretary to the president and the vice president. Okay, in the
Okay.
different levels. So and then in 2000, I got an opportunity to be relocated to Baltimore, Maryland, where
Okay.
I was. The company that I went to work for there paid for all my relocation fees. They came, the people came, they actually packed me up
Nice.
and transported me there. Um, they flew me there a couple of times to meet with the group
Mm-hmm.
prior to my actually becoming coming on board. And then subsequent to that, I was the office manager there for this partnership, which was actually African American partnership. So it was four
Okay.
friends that had gotten together in college, and they decided to form this partnership as in a finance. It's financial institution.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my second time of being in a financial situation. So I just say everything that God has allowed me to be exposed to has only served to assist me in further being steeped in the social work mindset, because the social worker brings to the table so much that people need. So
Mm-hmm.
God has to instill in you all the necessary qualities to make it happen.
Okay.
So I just
I
thank
feel
Him
that.
for that, and I just can't thank God enough. So just I'm not gonna say forgive me, because there's no forgiveness when we're talking about God. So it's just, you got to give Him all the glory.
True. True. Now, any aspirations to start your own business?
Yes. It's funny. I was just saying a few days ago, um, because I have a ranch style home. I'm thinking about
Mm-hmm.
having my office here. So I would do
Okay.
that like part time, because there's such a need for social work type people that can just sometimes people just need someone to listen. Not that they want you to direct their path or whatever. They just want you to listen. And in social work, you learn how to be the kind of listener that people can enjoy,
Okay.
because they know when they come away they're going to be refreshed, because you're not still trying to interject.
Mm-hmm.
All you're there to do is be the pathway for them to unload whatever it is that's troubling them, bringing them to a level of peace. So yes. So yeah, so
Yeah.
that is my ultimate goal, is to really have my own office here at the house,
Okay.
uh, along with on the side. I really love Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries. That's such a great group of people. So I may join them once I get out of school next year.
Okay.
Because when you see a need and God has called you to do certain things, you have to address it. Because it's not really about us; it's about His people. And them getting what they need. And that's why He prepares us. So yes, so it's been worth the struggle. It's been worth the struggle, because now I have not only, like I said, the practical knowledge, I have also the methodology. So, and then when you understand history as it relates to social work, then that helps you even makes you more equipped to assist the people.
Yeah, and given this pandemic, a lot of people definitely need someone to talk to because
No question. No,
there's
no
a lot
question.
non-stop just being thrown at you like, woo,
You know,
time out.
every every
Ain't
every
no
which
time
way.
out.
I
Like
mean,
you fight
it's
Mike Tyson, you can't do this. You just gotta pull your hands out. Just, like, man, wait a minute,
it's a
give me a break.
it's a bad. It's really. this is really a really horrible time in our world today. Notice I said the world, not
Mhm.
necessarily locally, nationally,
Oh, yeah.
but globally. People need just people that are willing to set aside time just to listen, because it's so people are having to deal with so many different ills now, and it's always something coming up, always something to put the person down, always something to throw them into a tailspin where what would they want to do? They, they start to self-medicate. They start to doing whatever they can do just to make what's that, can I make it to tomorrow? What do I have? What can I do to make it till tomorrow? So whereas they might even be involved, might not have even thought about being involved in drugs prior to the pandemic, but so many
Mhm.
things are happening to people in a negative way. So now they need people to come in that want to be compassionate, that want to
Mhm.
be open minded, that want to be transparent, that want to be of a mindset that I hear you, I understand you. Now, what can I do to help you get out of this?
Yeah, that's definitely needed right now because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of people deal with, and
Lot.
a
There's
lot of
much
people
that.
come instead of compassion and empathy to
Mm-hmm.
let's help you
Mm-hmm.
get out of it because you're in a bad
Yes.
spot.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
What has been your biggest challenge?
Okay. My biggest challenge, I would say, has been not trying to stay focused, but like I was telling you, dealing when some of the classes were only online.
Hmm.
That was really difficult for me because I'm
Okay.
accustomed to my transcript really reads all A's. Okay. But then,
Okay.
okay, now what caused me to be terminated? I got a B minus in one of my major classes. Okay.
Wow.
So I got a B minus, and I'm only allowed to get a B. Okay.
Wow.
So and then I want to say that in the master's program, okay, I had gotten an F, but that was because I was overwhelmed, and instead of I was so overwhelmed, I didn't take the time to just withdraw because I kept saying I could do
Oh,
it, I could do it, I could do it.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Been there.
rather than withdraw, I just kept trying to hang in there. But I wasn't when I would come home or try to do my work. I just my mind just wouldn't allow me to be at peace because there was so much going on. Okay,
Hmm.
um, so it's just I just like I said, I just thank God that He's brought me out of that. And when you're not in a state of peace, when you're in a state of unrest, um,
Hmm.
when you're in a state of being overwhelmed, feeling like you're overwhelmed, that and you're and then I've lost several family members because like now I'm the only one left in my immediate family. Um,
Sorry to hear
so
that.
it's like all my siblings and my parents are gone. My grandparents have been gone, but so many people have passed away. It's like, okay, and I was their caregiver. Okay, okay, I was one of the people that supported them. So it's like it was a lot. It was a lot, but I just thank God that He allowed me to get beyond it. So, like I said, I only have two more classes, and I'll be uh, masters in social work. God, God, God said it, and it's going to be so.
Man, that's. I remember them days on the second floor chopping up. Like, no, we right here, but Barbara, we gonna be on the other side at some point. I don't know when. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
live
gonna have
around.
our party, right?
We was
Yeah.
struggling, but look at us now. We
Woo,
good.
woo.
But man, it took a minute.
So I got a
I
question
was
for you.
like, yes, ma'am.
Um, with the success of your show, are you looking to make this your life commitment, or will this what your ultimate plan is, or have you decided yet?
Yeah, this the purpose that I stumbled into. So I had started
Okay.
doing it
Uh-huh.
summer of 2020 on
Okay.
my iPhone. So you probably go to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with
Uh-huh.
JLE LLC, and you'll see the original incarnation of the show, just recording on the
Okay.
iPhone. And I
Okay.
stopped. So I found the job. Got depressed for a while. Like, man, I'm putting like 30 jobs in a day, and I'm still at Wayne. What the world? I ain't never gonna leave this place. Dang, what I do? Who? Why you forsaking me? I felt like
That's
that.
it.
Like, but Shay gotta be just keep applying. You eventually get
That's
there.
right. That's right. Just keep pressing. Keep pressing. And you
Then
did.
yeah. Then my boy mom, she has a show on 1440, and I saw she was using Anchor. I'm like, Anchor? What's that? Research
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, audio? You know what? You need to bring back your show just to see what it can do. And I looked at my degree, like it took you 23 years to get that. Put the same effort into this to see what it do.
See?
I had no idea about helping people find purpose, none of that. Just if I would have had 22 episodes, January 22, pop the bottles, we doing a little something, something. Then I started getting
Awesome.
guests, meeting more great people on LinkedIn, and I looked up season 8 after a year and some months. Like, what the world? I've been grinding that hard. Like, I ain't.
That's awesome.
This wasn't my
But you know
plan.
what? That sounds like I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because with you and the music, I love how you come up with first how you had the music, then you had the lyrics, and then how you melded it together. It's just awesome. So each one of us, God has a plan for us. It's all about us being able to uh being open to receive the plan that He has for us. Because oftentimes, how He's trying to send us one way. We keep saying, "No, Lord, I'm not going there. I'm not going. I'm not going there. I don't want to go there." We kept
Oh
pushing
man,
Him, but then, but
yeah,
then, but then, when we sit back and just listen and allow Him to get into us and direct our path, it's amazing what can happen. It's amazing what can happen. It's
man.
amazing.
My first book I wrote last year, I sat on it. I'm like, yeah, I got too personal. I don't want to put my business out here. I'm trying to commit suicide in high school. I don't want to let anybody know all that.
Now,
By
see,
September, though, God will be like, look here, Captain. I need
mhm,
you to put this book out
I
here. It's gonna
need
help
you. That's
somebody.
right, because it helps somebody else
And
out. That's right.
I did, and it did, and I was overwhelmed. Like, wow, this really is.
Yeah.
I guess I should have did it already.
See, but you know what? No, each thing in His time of purpose. Because everything has a time under heaven. Everything has a time, a stated
Oh yeah.
time. So it's not
And if
going to happen beforehand because you might not have put all that you put into it. Think about it.
Man, I was my homeboy stopped by early when I was writing down the questions,
Uh
and I
huh.
was thinking like, when did I first do the first video? And I went back through all the stream yards like January
Mm-hmm.
26th. God was punching me in the head before that, like it's time to do video. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we
Mm-hmm.
cool, bro. Audio works for me. Then more guests will ask, like, well, is there a way you can have my friends and family can be on here and interact? I'm like, oh, okay, let me figure this. What can I do? Audio. The movie from there to video, and been doing it ever since.
What does that say? CEO and host. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah.
What a blessing. What a blessing. But you know what? I'm not surprised. Like I told you, I'm not surprised because your music, your ability to create such wonderful music, hey, it kind of all goes together. And so you have that kind of personality too that would lead one into thinking that you would do something of this nature.
I had a coworker I forgot about on midnight that said like, you got a great radio voice. Like,
You do.
you can't do no radio. And I look now like, well, technically you doing radio now, brother.
Exactly, exactly.
I'm like,
Radio,
okay.
radio with a visual. How about that?
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
Did
this
you
is
check out the
awesome.
second album when I gave you CD?
Yeah, of course. Anything that you do, anything that you create, I always love it because I love your music. You really have a natural talent. Yeah, it's really a gift. That's really a gift there.
Yeah, it used to
Wonderful
motivate me
gift.
sometimes, and I wasn't feeling like you ain't been in the studio. You doing
Oh yeah.
overtime, so you
Oh
got
yes.
money for the time. So why you ain't in there? Like, dang, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
I guess I gotta call my man. Like, hey, you got some time? Cause you on my head. Like, guess I need that
That's right.
shit.
And nothing like having people to help you support yourself, as
Oh
you
yeah,
grow. Because
thousands of
sometimes that's what we need is a good support system. Um, and then more people would be successful if they did have a good support system. You know,
that's true. Cause my producer
more
now
people.
has his own studio, and he was telling me because we starting
Okay,
working on her album now. He's like, man,
okay,
you remember you told me on the sixth floor of Student Center you gonna have a studio of your own one day. I'm like, I told you that. Like, yeah, man. I never let go of it. Like, I forgot about that. I do say a lot of stuff. I forget.
And that's, you know
I'm
what,
like, really?
and I see you doing that too. That's right. Um, and I see you growing into a bit too, especially like you said, the people were saying, "Can you do it this way? Can you add in other facets of this?" Oh yeah, this could you could really this could really blossom into some a couple years from now. Just think
Oh,
about
it's gonna
five
be a network. Yeah, I'm gonna have my own
mm-hmm,
radio
5 years
station.
from now. You could. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have my own hookup going. So I
that's
got other
awesome.
people doing their thing. That
Mm-hmm.
type of programming that good, clean. Some you want to check out.
Mm-hmm. And people need that. People need that, and they need an opportunity, just like you're doing these showcases of people. Um, People's journeys, people explaining what they're about, that
Hmm.
helps other people immensely. Because if they see that person did it, then they know they can do it too.
Yeah,
Because
I
that's
was told the other day that
mm-hmm,
that's like one thing the person likes about my show, that I'm not going after the big name people. I'm giving people you might not never hear about an opportunity, a
mm-hmm,
platform to
mm-hmm,
showcase who they are and what they're doing. Oh
exactly.
yeah, that's true. I didn't
Because
think about that.
see, it's good for everyday people to communicate with everyday people. Because see, when everyday people see that those people are moving in the arena into the arena of success, then they know there is a way for them as well. Sure, the road may seem rough initially or as you're going through, but on the other side is
Mhm.
glory. On the other side is
Yeah,
glory.
so I got to
Because
interview every career field.
I've had so many um requests to join people in their whatever they're doing. It's just
Hmm.
I'm just I'm just utterly amazed. You like, oh, they asking you what? So yeah, so
I can see that.
I'm definitely pleased with the outcome. I'm gonna be more pleased, like I said, when I open my own business,
Awesome.
and then I'm
All
sitting
right.
back helping, and I'm sitting back, and then people are talking about how they have really been um, allowed to feel better about themselves, and that's what I
Hmm.
really was talking about when I was doing the field placements. Is that it's amazing how my situation impacted other people. You know how I was able to help them where they were. You know,
Yeah.
help them want to help themselves because you got to think about when people are involved in substance use disorder,
Hmm.
when they're in their lowest ebb, they need someone to help bring them up, build them up. So when
True.
you're able to do that, that's a lot to do for another individual. It's a lot, and it's just been a rewarding experience. I enjoyed this immensely, and I know the next stage of my life is going to be even better.
Yeah,
It's going to be.
people I would believe in that situation that giving up on themselves and
Mm-hmm.
need that one person like, I ain't gonna give up on you, so come on, get up.
That's right. We're gonna do this. We can do this. We can do this.
Hey, that spark could be reignited like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
and do care. God is listening.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes,
he heard you.
always.
Come on, let's go. You got this.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta
That's
do
it.
the work.
That's
Come
it.
on.
That's it. You
I
got to do
help.
your part. That's right.
Mhm.
One and one will come at two.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
I guess soon this will be
I
my
really
day.
appreciate you having invited me on this evening. I hope that something that I have said will assist someone else's out there that's looking to run the race.
Oh yeah. We only
You
got
said
two more
you mhm.
questions.
Say it again.
Two more questions. And we'll
Okay.
be done. What has been your impact on your journey so far?
I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
What has been your impact on your journey so far?
Okay, I think what has been my major impact is I have been able to assist others in finding out who
Okay.
they are and that they are worthy. They are worthy. That they have value. That my education, the methodology helps so much.
Hmm.
It has allowed when because especially when I look at the research perspective, research plays a big part in social work because we deal with evidence based information as we assist
Hmm.
people. So it has given me the opportunity and the ability to know where to go to seek
Okay.
out the necessary information that I can share with the people that can be a benefit and make an impact in them on them in a positive manner, helping them
Okay.
to overcome or just to be able to be at peace. Because sometimes when someone who may not be in the same mode as you shares with you information, they're not coming at you like dictatorial or like big you,
Mm-hmm.
little me,
Yeah.
more of a camaraderie, more of a friendship, more of a more of a friendship kind of level of speaking relationship, then they're more readily to receive what it is you have to share with them. So I feel that's my biggest impact is being able to help people where they are.
Okay. And last question: what advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Okay, for someone that is trying to find their purpose, that's a great question. Uh, from my perspective, I would say first seek God.
Mm-hmm.
As you seeking God, listen as God talks to you. Listen. I mean, really listen deeply, and then start gathering all the information that you have that's at your fingertips that's available to you to assist you in determining what your best what your best tools are that you have to work with. Because oftentimes we come up with pie in the sky ideas for ourselves, but we're really
Mm-hmm.
not equipped for that. Just for sidebar, I always wanted to be a nurse,
Okay.
but I don't like to see blood. I don't like to see people. I don't like to see people hurt. So that's kind of hard. How would I do that? That couldn't really work for people, could it? I wouldn't be good at that. I wouldn't be very effective. I
Yeah.
mean, because I can't get
But
past the blood, them being in pain and all that stuff. So that puts me out of the realm of that. So God helped me. He helped me to understand. Okay, I have another path similar to that, my darling. You can go this way. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Now, social work, like I said, I've always been a social worker. I just didn't have the the degree to
Gotcha.
show that I'm there. Okay. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so I would say, first of all, it's important to listen to God,
Mm-hmm.
talk to God, allow Him to move you in the right direction, and then, like I said, begin the process. Okay, this no, claim it.
Okay.
I claimed it from the beginning. I, I, okay. When I started on this journey to the social work degree was actually back in 2012. Okay, that's just how long it had been.
Okay.
I remember I wasn't work. I'm going to work. First, I was only taking like one class. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then I started taking more and more classes, and then the field experience. So you have to first of all claim what it
Mm-hmm.
is you say your this is the avenue that you want to take. Then once you claim it, then you got to start preparing yourself for that. So you take all you go. Oh, and please, whatever you do, get when they say we have an advisor for you, go and see your advisor because that saves a lot of time and pain, headaches, um, setbacks, all those things that happen because
Yeah.
you didn't follow the prescribed plan. The plan was for you to go and see that advisor who already knows, you know, and that was one of my pitfalls too because I didn't do that initially. But once
Mm-hmm.
I latched on to the latter part of the BSW program, the bachelor's program, and I got with the advisor, it was full speed ahead then. And
Yeah.
my
Me
my
too.
my master's advisor, awesome,
Awesome.
awesome, 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 awesome man of God. And I thank God for having put him in my life because when I was down, he would bring me up.
Okay.
So yeah, so yeah, so that's what's critical too. You make sure if you're going to follow an academic pathway, make sure you identify the advisor and look, call on them as much as you need to because there's nothing if they can't help you, they will seek out the party that can. So that's why that is a critical element in the whole process as well. That's why that tool is in place.
Yeah, you're right about that because I was still dropped out in 2012 before I went back in 13. And I met
Mm-hmm.
with the head of the music department. And he's like, well, you still got like 20 some music classes left. Like, oh my God.
That sounds like
What?
me.
And you got that one-on-one lesson of voice something you gotta do with somebody like, oh my God. I mean, she's awesome. She's sung for the president, but dude, this song I'll be forever. Well, I got it. Well, music business is same as business management. You can do that. Like, I like your thinking. Let me do that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
And God told me in '04 to do that through a friend of mine. But I'm like, man, I'm doing music. What you talking about?
See what I
Like,
said?
okay.
What did
You
I say?
told me then, like, why
Mm-hmm.
don't you do that? And I
Mm-hmm.
probably would have been done.
Mm-hmm.
I
See
ain't
how
want
we
to
do?
listen.
See how we do? That's
Yeah,
exactly
you
what I
hard headed.
said. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I know the story.
And my
I know
homeboy's
I
like,
know the
didn't I
struggle.
tell you that years ago? Like, yeah, God told you to tell me. I ain't listening. You're right. You're right.
I had
I
that
wasn't
same.
literally there yet.
Yeah.
You
So I
know.
thank God for him sticking with me long enough for me to get it right.
Oh
Yeah.
man, whew. Yeah, the
That's
maturity I got now compared to then, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
he
thankful.
all prepared me to be where I'm at now, I see though.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see this is you. This is really you. This is you. This is you. I see it. I see it. I see it. You know what? Not only do you have a good speaking voice, you have a wonderful manner. So that just they kind of go together. The great package. Great
Yeah,
package.
you'll never believe the first episode I was terrified.
I can imagine. But you know what? You know what? It's always you know what? You know what? But that's how we excel too. Because if
Yeah,
you were overly confident, who's to say how you may have come off? You know? Think about it.
yeah. I had to man up and do it. But I'm like, oh my Lord, people gonna look at me. Oh my God. They're gonna watch a replay of this. Oh Lord, they're looking at me. So vulnerable.
And you know what? And we need all of us need to be there at some point in time because that helps us be better people. You know, it does. It improves the packaging.
Yeah.
You know, it
I live
improves
by
the
the
packaging.
tagline where we treat you like
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
Cool, informal conversation about you. Because I want
Mm-hmm.
the guests to be in the right mind and comfort to answer the last question about advice for someone else so they can give their best information to them.
Mm-hmm.
I get some guests I got work for because like it just like, you're gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna crack a joke, I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna do something because you can't answer that last question if you ain't comfortable. I need you to relax so I can celebrate you and give me your best game for that question to help
I
somebody.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
And what you gave was awesome. Like I told you, you'd be great at this. Wasn't nothing to be scared of.
I do want to make one final
Whatever you need
comment,
to do.
though. I did want
Go
to
ahead.
make one,
Do
and that
you. This your show. Go
oh,
ahead.
I did want to say to the people, whatever you do, believe in yourself. Like I said, you stake the claim. First, you talk to God. You stake the claim. Make it plain because we say in Habakkuk, write the vision, make it plain. It's critical.
Mhm.
So once you've done that, then the idea now is just to believe in yourself, know that God is with you, and it will come to fruition.
Amen. Ain't nothing to say after that. I just thank you for doing it.
I thank you for
Yeah,
the
sure.
opportunity, and I hope that something was said that could assist someone else.
Oh yeah, you always gave a lot of great. You like Yoda. I guess so many Yodas I know. And I gave me over the years. I can't remember the advisor name that asked me. I forgot her name. She had retired a few years
Uh-huh.
ago. But she had asked when I was putting her trash. They said you in school. Like, yep. What you going for? Oh, business management. What you want to do with that? Like, well, venture start a company or something. Really? Stop that. Like, okay. She was an older lady. I can't remember her name. She had
Uh-huh.
glasses.
Okay. Okay.
Like, well, if you're gonna do that, you gotta carry yourself like that. I'm like, huh?
That's right. That's right. You got to walk in it.
I mean, you are a custodian, but that's just what you do. That's not who you are. So you
That's
need to
right. That's right. That's
carry
right.
yourself like a CEO of a company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Notice
that
what I
stuck.
said.
Like, dang, for
No.
real? Well, that's what branding is about. Okay, that's some game I never really paid attention to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It changed
Yeah.
my whole perspective when I would go to business class and the questions I would ask and that
Okay.
conversation.
Okay. I see it. But remember, that's what I said. You have to claim it. You have to
Yeah.
walk in it. You have to know what I tell you. I told you, social work is who I am. It's
Mm-hmm.
whenever whenever class opens, the you know how you have the first few days and we're talking about what we're about or whatever. I always say, social work is who I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Notice I said who I am, not what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, I do the functionality of it, but it's who I am. It's in
Mm-hmm.
me. It has been in me since, I guess, since I was born, probably because I've always been this way. But like I said, all I was missing was the degree.
Mm-hmm.
So now all the door, any door I want to go through, I can go through that door.
Yeah, 'cause I remember my godmother told me once that I act like my father when
Uh-huh.
he was young and the pastor, that he was very welcoming and engaging with people to make anybody feel comfortable, cool, and crack a smile
Hmm.
with. Like, real? Like, you do everything he do. Like, oh wow, that's kind of weird. I think someone else said that. I never thought about it. Like, yeah, I guess I do that.
But see, like father, like son, huh? Hey,
Yeah,
it's a wonderful thing.
yeah.
Because you really do have that manner about yourself. Yeah, very engaging, compassionate, and you really know how to make the person feel comfortable. Which that's all anybody's looking for, is to be received well.
That's true. Appreciate you, Regina, for that. Yeah, I mean, and we're doing this and engaging strangers is definite.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Mm-hmm.
to make you feel,
You do,
like you
don't
said,
you?
comfortable
That's right.
to share your story because I'm a
Mm-hmm.
stranger. You're gonna tell me how you got to
Exactly.
where you are.
Exactly.
You don't know me from Adam. You might look at me like
Put them on
crazy
blast.
danger.
Put them on blast. That's right.
I already know you're gonna go to my LinkedIn. Who is this guy? Oh, let me check out some episodes. Okay, this how he do it. Oh, okay, I guess it's kind of cool. Like, yeah, I'm
That's right.
celebrate you because I need that last question. Need you comfortable. I'm market, do everything for you, but I need that last question from
I heard that. I heard
you.
that.
So that's the whole point. You know, like at church, you go through everything, the good sermon, whatever. And that whole point is the altar call. So my thing
That's
is, I
right.
need that
There you
last
go.
question. I
That's
need you
right. That's
comfortable, at ease, at peace, market everything you got going on. Now I need that last question to help somebody.
right. That's right. That's what
They
it's all
might want to
about.
go in your field, and you'll be in your right mind to really tell them from your experience
Mm-hmm.
what they should do.
That's right. That's right. I agree fully.
Hmm.
I fully agree. Yeah, definitely.
So this has always been a pleasure. As always, chopping
No,
up
on
with
this end too. Yes. So hopefully, our paths will continue to cross.
you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
have to pop my head down to Wayne again.
please
Been
do
a
that.
minute.
All right.
You
That's
know.
all I can plan to.
So
Uh,
I
uh,
want to thank.
huh?
Yeah, I'm about to do the outro. Since I got your new title, make sure I say it right.
Okay.
I want to thank my fellow Wayne State alum, Secretary 3, Barbara Hale, and family for all the wisdom. If you want to go into her field or Secretary 3, and just great conversation with her. If you watch the replay of this, I appreciate you. Share it with someone because someone could probably use if they want to be a social worker or Secretary of 3 or go into corporate America. A lot of knowledge is
Amen.
on this
Always open. Always
episode.
available. Go warrior.
Everybody, there you go.
It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you
All
for
right.
having me. God
Have a good
bless.
one.
You
Bless.
too. Bye bye.
Bye. All right, that was another great guest. We got another great guest tomorrow. Be sure to check out my books on Amazon.com. Hashtag Music Thoughts series, inspirational books that help you. Check out my albums, JLE Experience, JLE World. Another great show, another great content tomorrow. My former boss, Rachel Saunders. Gonna be another great show, another fellow alum from Wayne State. Another great conversation. Hope everybody have an enjoyable weekend. Till next time.
313